Peace. Happy now. Now is the vibrate. Not too far in the future. Not too far in the past. Right now. And right now, I done came across some information that, you know what I'm saying, was funny. Like, I looked up a bunch of videos. Like, well, I tried to look up videos and information, but nobody seemed to touch on this subject. So I feel like I'm questioning something that's real legitimate as far as like, something that people not touching on. But it's basically uh the synchronicity of appetite with your pineal gland, and vice versa. Because I'm realizing something that's not really adding up right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm about to get into how it's not adding up. But all right. So say for instance, your pineal gland. You know what I'm saying? Contains a crystalline brain sand called hydroxyapatite. You know what I'm saying? In fact, the scientific name is corpora arenacea. That's Corpora, and then Arenacea. Corpora arenacea. But anyway, your pineal gland has this brain sand called hydroxyapatite. But when you go look up hydroxyapatite and what that really is, you know what I'm saying? Basically, hydroxyapatite is in the actual stone apatite. It's found in apatite, fluoroapatite, and chloroapatite. But basically, you know what I'm saying? This brain saying the pineal gland question, I'm like, all right, hold on. And you look up, hydroxyapatite and all these different things, and you see that apatite in these stones is calcium phosphate, you know, calcium with the key word being calcium. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, all right, this the calcium, this brain sand, in the pineal gland. And when you research and you see they talking about the calcification of your pineal gland, you know what I'm saying? So basically, the hydroxyapatite that exists around your pineal gland, if it do, it would be calcification. And I'm like, wait, hold on a minute. Because now we getting into something. So it's like, all right, so I got this calcification on my pineal gland, and you telling me this stone appetite connects with my pineal, helps me to open up my psychic visions. It helps me to connect to the Akashic records, things of this nature. But I'm like, all right, how could that be so, or why is it so in the essence of where, you know, this stone is made out of the thing that hinders your pineal gland? Because it's one of the things, either somebody lying about calcification being a bad thing or something going on. Because it's like blue appetite or golden appetite, green neon appetite, all the appetites, you know what I'm saying? They are basically calcium phosphate, based stones. And it connect with the calcium phosphate or the calcium that's calcifying your pineal gland, which is not a good thing, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, wait, and two, it made sense that, appetite resonates with, with your bone, you know what I'm saying, with your teeth, your bones and stuff, and that connection to animals, it helps to amplify, because it does work with the throat chakra regardless of, that it has calcium in it. The vibration of it is still going to work with your throat chakra and things of that nature, so that's understandable. But it's just that, how does it work with the pineal gland, being that it is something, it's made out of the same stuff that hinders the pineal gland's performance? So I'm like, how could it enhance, you know, our psychic abilities, our clear sense, all our clear abilities, you know what I'm saying? If it is a form of calcium that is the same as the calcium that's stopping us from having these abilities, you know what I'm saying? Which is a good, like I said, I came across this and I realized that nobody really, had brought this up. You can see I got like the little written, my little notes. Let's see if you can see it. The calcium, a little formula for it. But basically chloroapatite, fluoroapatite, and hydroxyapatite, they're basically negative ions. Ions is when a certain element gains an electron, and which gives it a negative charge overall because the electron has a negative charge. You know, a little bit of schooling. Which when I researched it, I kind of like, oh shit, like I ain't messed with this in a long time. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? These are all forms of a calcium phosphate. As a matter of fact, and apatite was funny too, and not a coincidence. Apatite is named for the Greek word apate or apate, meaning deceit, because of similarities in appearance to other stones. So apatite name comes from the Greek word apate. You know what I'm saying? So, which means deceit. So it's a deceitful stone. But more off of the looks of it, like so when you're finding it in nature, it may look like another stone instead of apatite. But you know, it's ironic and uncoincidental that the name stands for deceit, and dealing with how it relates with the pineal gland is like it has a deceitful, I ain't gonna say this, but a deceitful vibe as far as information. 'Cause I'm like, all right, hold on, how I'm being told that this calcium from this apatite, you know what I'm saying? This calcium that's so bad for my pineal gland, this calcium that basically kills my imagination and kills my connection to psychic abilities and all that. How could that same calcium be beneficial in a stone, and how is it beneficial that it's connecting with, you know, with the calcium in my brain? Or matter of fact, why, like I say, why is it beneficial even though it's something that's, you know, that's detrimental to my pineal gland? And like I say, I'm raising this. It's because it's more of me raising the question. Because like I tried to find answers as quick as I can to this as soon as it came up, but I'm like, all right, I gotta do extensive research. You know what I'm saying? But I still at least want to present this video to everybody. You know what I'm saying? But you know, up to 50% by volume and 70% by weight of your human bone is a hydroxyapatite. So it's all in your bones, all in your teeth. So that's that calcium. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, the same thing that messes up your pineal gland. But I mean, but it's good in other aspects. So like apatite. Matter of fact, golden apatite is good in bone-related issues. You know, you got green apatite or neon apatite to strengthen the bones and teeth and the cartilage. As a matter of fact, and it also says it's a good stone to take with you to the dentist, you know what I'm saying? But it's just ironic how, you know what I'm saying, like, because say for instance, they talk about how it helps you to speak to animals and this and that, you know, and which are speak in general because we are animals, so you know, in it, because most animals have phosphate in their teeth and their bones, you know what I'm saying? So it's funny how it talks about communicating, you know, because in some cases they talk about it makes it easier to communicate with animals and everything, which, you know, but it's like relating to the calcium note, relating to the bone, not necessarily, you know, in telekinesis and, you know, abilities coming from your pineal gland, but more of the connection from the phosphate calcium in your teeth is the way the communication, you know what I'm saying, the lines, you know, that vibrational connection is made through, you know, the calcium from the apatite, the calcium phosphate from the apatite to the one in your body, and that's how it, you know, it resonates. But I just find that, you know, that I haven't found anybody questioning this, and it's just real, you know, real strange. Like I say, the pioneer brain sand, because I'm looking at brain sand, because it was funny. I was about to make the video about brain sand and about, yeah, like how the appetite connects to it. But then as I'm reading, I'm like, hold on, wait, brain sand is a calcified pineal gland. So I mean, so you telling me that my pineal gland has to be calcified? Because that's the thing too. You kind of get from it. So the more calcified my pineal gland, the better it connects with appetite. You know what I'm saying? But then if it's calcified, how do I expand my clear abilities, you know, my clairvoyance, clear sentience, clear being, you know what I'm saying? How do I have those abilities if my pineal calcified? Because in order for, you know, say for instance the appetite for it to connect real good, it's gonna be around something that's made out of the same thing as it's made out of. So to say that it's so good and connects so strong with the pineal gland, and two, I think that's because of the common knowledge where everybody's like, you know, your pineal gland comes out, which is true. You know, it has a little calcification, and then you're decalcified as you grow. If you learn how to take care of it, because if you don't, then it becomes completely calcified by the time you reach like these ages of 20, 30, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Because you neglected it, and because of, you know, a lack of information, you ain't knew what it was and knew how to take care of it, so it's calcified, and now you know that that intuitive insight, that imagination, that lucid dream and all that is gone, you know what I'm saying? But that's the thing, appetite helps with, like I say, enhancing these abilities, but it's tied to calcium, and calcium is tied to the calcification of your pineal gland, which is takes away your connection, you know what I'm saying, from the unseen. So it's like, how is it beneficial, you know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, if anybody, you know what I'm saying, please let me know, hit me up in my comments or whatever, as far as if you find somebody with a full explanation of this. But like, I just found it funny how nobody talked about it, and how, how it's kind of like, it almost like it doesn't make sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got something that messes up the function of your pineal gland, but then as a stone, it's good for you, you know? And I understand appetite, resonating with the bones and everything, of course. But it's like, if it's resonating with the pineal gland so much, then that means, in essence, it's resonating with the calcification of your pineal gland, not the cleanliness of your pineal gland. So that's definitely something to just, check out and look into. But yeah, your brain sand and your pineal gland, that affect the pineal should be like, in essence, would be like the little small dot within this eye. But yeah, how can the calcium phosphate, be good as a stone, but then when it's around my pineal gland, it stops me from having that connection, from that seed of the soul being to connect to, to the universe and to everything, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but that's something to think about. Don't think too hard. But peace, happy now. Now is the vibrate. Me not go too far in the future. Me not go too far in the past. Right now. Right now. Now is the vibrate, y'all. But yeah, man, that's something to look into, man, because I found that strange, that connection. It's like calcium phosphate, calcified pineal gland. But this stone is enhancing my pineal gland. It's like two and three. It's not adding up to five. Two and two adding up to like 100. It's not making sense. You know what I'm saying? But something to look into. But again, peace. Now's the vibrate. I'll holla at y'all.